What's happening with it, guys? This your boy Gabe, and as always, I'm glad that y'all could join me. We have a lot of exciting things going on in DC Universe Online. We received our first power set rebalance in quite some time, and that was done to water. Some really good things going on that way. And as well as the creator program is getting some love, and I am going to attempt to join that program. So if y'all like these videos, make sure y'all support it. So, one of the biggest questions that I receive every single time I log on this game is, Gabe, what is the strongest DPS power set on the game? Right off the bat, I'm going to say it doesn't matter how strong the power set is if a person does not take time to learn the power set fully. As well as every single power set on this game could do every content on this game. Some power sets just perform better than others. So I'm going to start off this list with what is the most struggle power set to the absolute monster power sets on this game. And if y'all feel different than anything I list, y'all make sure in the comments y'all express to me. I think I got this pretty spot on though. Let's get it. So right off the bat, first thing going on this list in the D tier is Celestial. Celestial is by far, in my opinion, the worst DPS power set on this game. It's not only slow, it requires some work. Meaning, if you do the combos too fast, you're gonna leave out of the combo and go into either a weapon tap or a lunge, and it completely destroys your damage. Right now in this game, it is very heavy on a supercharged meta, meaning the power sets that have the best supercharges really kind of shining right now. Cursed Idol used to be pretty good, but it's been outclassed by stuff like Lasso. So Hard Light, don't change the way this power set work. Just boost the damage that's done and rework some of the supercharges to fit in with what's going on in this game. Next up on this list, I'm probably gonna have some people want to jump me, but it's Hard Light. Hard Light is probably the most popular power set on this game, and it was at one point one of the strongest DPS for a nice little period. But it was also one that was very unique in which the way it worked. Right now, Celestial and Hard Light functions very similar. They are extremely slow, and for the work that you do, it just doesn't do the damage. I would not change the way Hard Light or Celestial work on this game function wise. I would just increase the damage that the power set does. Very easy fixes to both of those classes. Next up on the list of power sets that I really believe need some help, that would have to go to Sorcery. I'm going to put Sorcery in the C tier. Pet DPSing is not hard. It's not elite, but it's not hard. It's decent. It's better than Hard Light and it's better than Celestial at this moment. The thing that's holding Sorcery Pet DPSing back from being what it could be is pretty much, I believe, God Wave, the artifact from Source Shard, I think it's called, should last longer than it does, as well as it needing a better supercharge to fit what it actually does. Again, this game is in a DPS supercharge meta right now, and it just doesn't have a good supercharge on it, sadly. Grand Summoning doesn't work for pets because you can only have a certain amount of pets affected by God Wave Strength. And it's kind of like you flipping a coin to see what is that applied to when it comes to Grand Summoning. So the fix for that, in my honest opinion, is instead of Grand Summoning, I would change Grand Summoning to an actual pet buff. I'm gonna say like for the duration of 15 seconds, pets do 25% more damage, 30% more damage. Something like that would truly help pet DPS in this meta, and it wouldn't even be a crazy change that needs to happen and change the way the power set works. I believe the same thing needs to be done to the next power set that I'm gonna list, but I am gonna put it in a higher tier. So Earth is going to receive our first B. I believe that Earth needs the same love that Sorcery has. If you're going a pet DPSing route, if you're going just a pure DPSing route, then Jackhammer. I love the way Earth works. I like Jackhammer. I like the idea around how the power set works. The damage splitting is too harsh on it. So I'm sorry, y'all. Earth is definitely doable. It is saved and put into a higher tier from Sorcery because its native non-pet DPSing is better than Sorcery's. non-pet DPSing, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you remove pet DPSing from sorcery, sorcery is also in that D tier. It's just not a great power set. But Earth is really carried great by Entomb. Entomb is a great supercharge. Next up on our list that we have that we can also add on to that B tier power set is Fire. Fire is not bad. It's not great. It's just not bad. Same tier. Fire doesn't have a great supercharge. Most of its powers are pretty mid, but it's okay. It's feasible. Instead of giving y'all all of these weaker power sets, let me toss y'all one that's actually on the higher end of the spectrum, and that's going to be Electric. Electric has a top 3 supercharge on this game that makes it phenomenal. And that would be Circuit Breaker. Circuit Breaker is a straight up damage buff to Electric and makes it hit like a truck. Some of the best DPS on this game are still Electric. Now, a lot of them have switched to one of the later power sets that I'm going to talk about, but for right now, Electric, you're pretty good in the A tier. Next up, we're going to go to a power set that it came out the gate strong. It's not as strong as it once was, but it's still a pretty solid power set, and that would be Munitions. Munitions is another power set where, again, it just needs a damage buff across the board. Big Gun should receive a nice buff because the way Lasso working, Big Gun straight up just should receive its ad killer Big Gun once again. I don't see no reason why Big Gun shouldn't just one shot ads again. That's the easiest change that I would do to Munitions. It's in an okay place. It could be much better, but it's not the worst thing in the game. Another power set that's really slept on, Quantum. Quantum, you're also going to be in a B tier. It has pretty good supercharges, has pretty good burst damage. It's a quicker power set, especially in this meta. Quantum is very slept on. Don't sleep on it. Let's take it back down a peg and let's go to C tier, and we're gonna go back to Atomic. I'm sorry, Atomic is a very cool looking power set. It is not very effective at this very moment. You're not gonna find many Atomic DPS on this game. I'm sorry, Atomic. What I would do is their combos need to be much faster. They're very clunky and stiff, and they do need some love in the supercharger department as well. I'm sorry, this not keeping up. Now we're going to go to one of my favorite power sets on the game, Nature. Nature, you're going to get a... I wish there was a tier between B and A. But Nature is great for what it is. So Nature is slow when it comes to hallway and ads, but it is getting much better with the addition of iconics like Spore Pot, which is phenomenal for Nature. I don't want to... It make it sound like power sets are being carried by iconics, but it is what it is. That's the game win. If you want to be competitive, Spore Pod is one of them things that you really need. I believe what needs to be done to Nature is simply removing Gorilla Form and Primal from being supercharges, or just change how they work in supercharge form. I believe you should not have to be in a gym spam to get the most of a power set. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. So next up, we're going to go to another A tier power set, and we have 2 more of these. That is going to be Gadgets. Gadgets was the power set that I started this game off of. It is probably what I'm most known of in this entire game. I was pretty decent at PvP with Gadgets. Gadgets is a class that doesn't have many weaknesses. It's never been bad at any period on this game, and it probably will never be bad on this game. It is still a monster DPS class. Next up, we're going to go to Ice. Ice has, again, we're in a supercharged meta right now, guys, has one of the strongest supercharges on this game, which is a flat damage buff. I think it's 60%, which is the Ice Elemental. It makes stuff like Frost Snipe hit for hundreds of thousands. It is insane how hard Frost Snipe could hit when you're in the Ice Golem. It is a good power set. It's solid. Earth is another, Ice is another class that has been pretty decent throughout this game's lifespan so far. Don't sleep on Ice. Next up, We have two power sets that's going to go into the S tier, which I think is going to be mental, rage, and water. Which of those? I'm going to give y'all the spoiler right now. I lied. Mental is a C. Mental is straight out of C right now. The damage splitting is insane on it. I don't know how the Phantom is a 60-second cooldown supercharge when it's not really that strong of a supercharge at all. It's unacceptable. The power set just needs some work. It's not as smooth as Gadgets, which is sad because Mental is a pretty cool power set. And now we get to the final two power sets on this game that I want to talk about. Let's start with Rage. Right now, again, I want to state it one more time. We're in the supercharge meta. Berserk is the strongest supercharge on this game. I mean, it is insane how it works. I love it. It has no real cooldown. It's the same duration of it, which is like 12 seconds or something like that. It's like 12 seconds, but it mimics all damage done and reflects it right back on them, or puts it on them. So whatever damage you're doing, it sends it right back, which works perfectly with EOG. So if you're in an EOG spam, you're not only mimicking your damage from Berserk, but you also sending a portion of that damage back with EOG. It makes Rage an insanely strong power set, which is funny because the powers that Rage have itself aren't that strong. It just fits really good with the meta, which is like bombardment stacks up, Omega stacks really quickly. Then you go into Omega, which does ridiculous non-splitting damage. You tack that on with Berserk, and you have, voila, a top 2 power set on the game. The rest of them not really touching it. Now we go to the power set that just got rebalanced, and it makes me think, what in the world do we have coming for us? Because water is crazy right now. So Tsunami Strikes and Aquatic Arsenal are not splitting damage, and they hit like a truck. I'm talking you hitting ads for 200 to 300,000 versus non-splitting, and I think that's insane. Water not only had that, but Call of the Deep is insane right now. You have people hitting for 10K Call of the Deeps, and I don't quite understand that one. Water is in a good place. It makes me interested to see what they're going to do with the rest of the power sets. I have my reserved feelings towards it because, in my honest opinion, you have a few power sets on this game that, because of the complexity and how hard it is to utilize them to their fullest capabilities, should warrant them being stronger than anything. But right now, it is insanely easy to be a Rage DPS and a Water DPS. They require little to no effort. But then you have power sets like Celestial, Hard Light, Gadgets, as well as Mental, who these power sets actually require some effort, but they don't do as much damage as the S tier power sets. Guys, tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. What's your favorite power set on the game? As always, if y'all appreciate videos like this, leave a thumbs up. Until the next video, be safe, guys.